as you can. Already using it. Wow, wonderful. That's even better. We will begin shortly. The YouTube stream is being set up. Once that's ready, we can begin. Um, okay, we should be starting anytime soon. Is your exams over? People in the chat. Is all of your exams over or is it still going on? No, yes, yes. Okay. So what have you guys been for those of you tomorrow EC? Oh, good luck. I hope it goes well. Over, yes. Done with exams, results out. Yes. I don't think the results are out. Like only the end term marks are given for some students. So I don't think the whole result is out. Only the uh, end term marks are there. I think at least for me. Okay, there's the link. So if you want, you can share that link with your friends, or you can watch it from YouTube itself if you prefer it. The 80 marks, exactly. Suraj, are we ready to go?
Yep. No.
Okay. So now as usual, we'll start with code of conduct and then we'll be moving on with the event. I think Deepthi will be doing the code of conduct. I'm not sure. Okay.
So yeah, hi everyone. So just let me.
Yes, you're audible.
Thank you very much. So the event and respectful and constructive but interactive and being virtual at social media. Do not post anything, any oral content, rude or offensive statement. Do not advertise or promote anything. Do not spam, post same thing again and again. Harassment of any kind is not tolerated in this event, and if you fail to follow this code of conduct, blocked from interacting. Report to GDSC at lpu.co.in if you find anything inappropriate.
Yeah. Hi, Rupinder. You can proceed with the session. I am stopping the presentation. You can move ahead with yours. Okay.
Hello, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes. Yes.
So, hello guys, I am Rupinder Pal Singh, current in BTech in LPU BTech CSC, and my major is machine learning. And today I'll be going through the intermediate session about the machine learning with crowdsource. We'll be starting, and at first I would Mahana, one of my colleague, to just start with the session.
I think you are not audible. Just let me fix the problem.
Am I audible now? Uh,
Yes.
I just configured the mic. Okay. Let me screen my screen. So, good evening, all. Nikhil Mahana this side, a first year undergrad from LPU, specialization in machine learning and AI. So, I'm here to drive you through the introduction of ML part 2 on the event Explore ML Study Jams. So, I hope you all enjoyed the last session regarding machine learning beginner track and gain some knowledge. And to take up the knowledge, we are here with the intermediate track. So, did you ever wonder how do you get the over the air software updates? How things change between the generations in the tech world? I guess you might have admired about it, right? So that's how we get the things done in the ML space. So computers keep learning about the tasks which they are not programmed for. So this is done using machine learning. So you have heard much about machine learning and also curious to know what actually is the term machine learning, right? Let's check that what actually is machine learning with the help of a video in the next slide.
Nikhil, sorry for interrupting. Your full
Mhm.
screen is not there. Should I present? You can speak up, right? It will be great, I guess.
Sure.
And wherever you want to do some practical, then you can switch it over, right?
All right, all right.
For now, you can stop sharing. Then I can present.
Okay.
You've heard of machine learning, but what is it? Machine learning is a technique that allows computers to acquire skills by looking at several examples instead of through sets of rules. Machine learning makes it easier for you to do things every day, like searching for photos of what you love, speaking to anyone in any language, and getting you exactly where you want to go, anywhere in the world. So, how do machines learn? In machine learning, computers find, identify, and learn common patterns through sets of data. For example, showing a computer many images of cars teaches it how to recognize a car in any picture. The more variety of car images we show it, the better it gets at recognition. That's why your contributions to the Crowdsource app are important. They help create and verify accurate examples for computers to learn, which in turn enables features that benefit everyone. When you verify image labels, you help apps like Google Photos and Google Lens get better at classifying photos and identifying objects. When you label the sentiment of sentences, you help Google Maps and Google Play organize reviews in your language. When you verify translations, you help Google Translate make more accurate translations in your language. So your favorite apps get better for everyone, thanks to you. As part of the global crowdsource community, you're joining contributors in your country and throughout the world to contribute millions of examples. Your responses are combined with thousands of other users' answers to determine a best response, which is called ground truth. The ground truth is fed to machine learning models that find patterns to learn specific skills, such as how to identify a photo or how to translate from one language to another. What a machine learns is limited by the data it's given. If we develop an image recognition algorithm with images from only a small part of the world, it will only recognize objects from that part of the world. In order for apps like Photos to work well for everyone, we must train machines using images from every part of the world. By using Crowdsource, you're representing your region, language, and opinions in training data. Thank you for being a part of the community.
Okay, so now back to the question on which we were on. That is, what exactly is the term machine learning? And can I get the answer in the chat? Okay, I don't find the answers. So, for instance, I would justify it by saying machine learning takes the input data to make meaningful predictions and also pleasing decisions about previously unseen data, to make some predictions which we can't do using few calculations. So this is how the machine learning model does for us. For example, the prediction of number of COVID-19 cases was done using the available data, and this is how the machine learning model is trained. So can we get to the next slide? Yep. Also, to make a quick note here, you must be aware about the agenda behind GDSCs in India. Okay, if you're not aware about it, let me quickly enlighten you about the cause. The reason was to develop a good developer ecosystem between the students and to make reliable solutions for the local business. Right. So even here, ML plays a vital role. Let's see how. So you must be aware, before, doing a wildlife survey was not easy, and now it can be done using automation drones and using the ML algorithms. Let's go with why ML is important. And can you skip ML and get the job done manually using some other techniques? Okay, can you change the slide, please? So ML is basically a field of AI where the system finds the patterns in example in order to make predictions, right? How do you get this statement? Like, we can say it actually generates insights that are useful patterns which can be used to find meaningful solutions for a problem. Okay. Can we get to the next slide? So ML can not only help in getting some insights from a collection of data, but also we can use it various causes. One of it could be to detect the early stage of some diseases, and how this works, like what are the all data we need for a machine learning model could be, uh, if it's related to image processing, we'll need some image data, both in testing and training data. And if it's related to the graphs, as we said, prediction of COVID-19 disease, we need some numerical values. Let's say what was the number of cases in first wave of COVID-19 and how were the number of cases in the second wave to predict the upcoming waves, right? That's how we have the classification of data. Or else, when it comes to the forest part, which we covered just now, there it would be the number of counts of the species and how it's degrading with time. These are the few data which we will be requiring to train our machine learning model. Okay, can you change this right? So there are actually two types of training data. It's basically supervised and unsupervised. So how can you namely, for instance, I would give you an idea here, like all the alert signs come under supervised, unsupervised data. That's how we say it's. It can be a road blockage sign or stop or no parking, which are all alert signs. And you, if you specifically target a single alert sign, let's say the stop as given in the slide in different languages, it would come under supervised data, where the relies depends on only a single type of a model, right? So that's how it's done. Can we go to the next slide? So how you will be relating to the Crowdsource app using the image level verification. Like you can go through the same and navigate with the image level verification, and you can find, you can label the objects like pointing towards a mouse and naming it as mouse. So this would help in the recognition of not only the photos app in your phone but also Google Lens. I'll cover a training model at the last, which is like the label of sounds, alert sounds to be precise. That's how the Google Lens will work in upcoming years, and you are going to help the train the ML model. Can we go to the next slide, please? So as we said, we may require numerical value of data that could be in form of a graph or something to predict the upcoming uh, scenarios like the COVID-19, but not only COVID-19 cases could be like predicted, but also you can use the same case while dealing with stocks or in the fintech industry. Even machine learning is used to predict the data, how it goes, whether the market will go up or down depending on the previous available data. Can you please switch the slide? Okay. Now, so far, let's cover how was your learning journey. So, as we just saw, what will be the input data on various cases. For example, if you're going to buy a house and to predict the house, what would be the various parameters you will be looking for? First would be the location of the house, right? Whether it is located at a urban area or a rural or at the outskirts of the cities. this could be the first parameter, right? And what would be the number of bedrooms, whether it is 1 BHK, 2 BHK, or 3, and the size of the property, whether it is apartment or villa. That's how, yep. As someone said in the chat box, it's Sanjeev. Space furnished or not. These could be the various parameters on the basis you can predict the height of the sub. So, can you please change this? Okay. Now the next thing, you must be aware of that Zomato offering 10 minutes delivery. How is it doing? Like, it's the basic concept of a cloud kitchen, where the cloud kitchen provider, let's say Zomato, is studying the user data so far, which they are having, to predict what the user will order in the particular period of time, and to have it handy so they can ship you within 10 minutes or as desired time set by them. That could be the various parameters, like what would be the suitable timings of a particular dish to be ordered, or what is the seasonal dish of the area, and that's how it would be beneficial. So how does machine learning relates here? uh, can the job be performed using human interventions? uh, yes, that could be done, but few instance the machine learning model would be getting some insights from the data where the human can't do the job, right? Yep. The scalability matters. Exactly. So human intervention can do the job, but there can be some insights which would be missed by humans, but not the machine learning model. So can we change the slide? And the basic one would be, uh, for instance, you can take the basic example like optimizing your day using machine learning, or you can try it optimizing yourself and then simultaneously try machine learning to give you a quick overview, like, is machine learning really adding some value to your optimizing the day? And for this, I have made a learning log, basically, which I'll be sharing with you. So this was the post which I created. It's basically a daily learning log. You can have reference yourself, and also input the same data to a machine learning model and check the difference accordingly. Like, are you able to optimize your daily life, or the machine learning model does better job for you? So far, it was like delivering the PPT to you, and I know it's something. If we don't have the practical, it would be more or less like an online class. So let me present this my phone screen and show you how the things work so far. And as an example, I'll show you the audio processing using machine learning, and the same, for instance, can be found in the Crowdsource app as image label uh, verification to help the Google Lens. So, can I get the screen sharing access?
Yeah, now you can.
Yep. Let me get my phone. Yes. Okay. Please confirm if my screen is visible and also my phone screen.
Yes.
Okay. I'll be playing an alert sound. Let's see how the machine learning model detects it. Let me mute myself so that there is no echo. You just show how it detected a siren and named it as siren, right? So we can even classify this alert sound, namely as ambulance sound or a silent for fire alarm system or something. This is how we can classify. And for example, here in the Crowdsource app, you will be having that image label verification, which you can contribute to help the Google Lens. So, so far it was covered the first part of screen share and that. Yep. Did you notice that alert sound was detected? That was the major part which was to be covered. Yes. So now I would like to invite Rupinder Bhaiya to cover the second part of the intermediate track.
Am I audible?
Yes, we are you.
Share my screen.
Rupinder, should I share? Okay, you can proceed.
Okay, I can share. I can share my screen. Okay, so far you have learned what is machine learning and what are the type of learning. So I'll be continuing from it. Now we are heading on to the problem framing. So I'll just start. So machine learning systems learn from the patterns in data that we have learned just now. But how do you know if your machine learning system is doing well? So it doesn't matter if your system is 100% accurate. Like, say, if it's not achieving the goal or the problem you're trying to, then what is the use of that machine learning model? So let's say you want to make a machine learning model that can classify or able to count apples from the chunk of different foods. But what happened is your machine learning model is achieving 100% accuracy in recognizes oranges. Although it is 100% accurate, but still the end goal is not achieved. So in this session, I'll discuss about uh, how to make or frame a machine learning problem so that it's clear to you and to everyone when your model is successful and when it is not. So let's let us first recall what is supervised machine learning. I request you all to please take 30 to 40 seconds and think about this. You can also write your explanation in the chat box. So take 30 or 40 seconds and think about what is supervised machine learning. Recall what we have just learned. And you can also write what you learned in the chat. So please don't forget to write what you have learned in the chat box. Right, at least write 1 or 2 lines about what is supervised machine learning, so that I can get, okay, you are learning something from here. Okay, so I'm getting few responses. Okay, let's continue. So I hope you recall what we have learned. From in my point of view, machine supervised machine learning is a type of machine learning in which we have the labeled data. It's like given example text and with all the answers already work out. So already work out to learn how to solve the problems. Now, after this, let's look upon some terminologies to get you familiar. Okay, so here we have the label. What do you mean by a label? So, label is the thing that we are predicting, and in machine learning world, generally described as small y. Okay. Next is the feature. Feature are the input variables that are describing our data. I will give example about what exactly is a feature. So next we have a labeled example. So here, what does a labeled example mean? It means we have feature and its label. Like say we want to predict the house price. So we have 2 rooms, 1 kitchen, 1 swimming pool, etc., and other features. These are known as the feature. And what is the label of these corresponding to this feature is this $20,000. That means we have the features that describe what a thing it is, and we have the label that describes what these features correspond to a label. And these labeled example are used to train the machine learning model in supervised machine learning. Next, we have some unlabeled examples. So unlike here, we do not have any labels for this data, and we generally pass this data to machine learning models to generate labels for us. Like in the previous example, we when we have unlabeled example, we don't have this $20,000 with us. We just have these 2 rooms, 1 kitchen, 1 hall, 1 swimming pool, and other features, and we give this data to machine learning. Let it figure out, okay, so I think according to me 20,000 is should be the price of this house. Then we have the model. So model is something that maps examples to the prediction labels. That is, given the features and the labels, I need something to map these features to these labels. Like if we give an unseen data, like if we have just the features and we pass a model which already learned, okay, I if I have these feature, I need to predict these labels. So if I just I can predict the labels by using machine learning model, and that is what the machine learning model does. So here are some exercises that we like. We'll be describing a problem and figuring out what the label, examples, feature, and output of of that thing is. Like here we have deep learning algorithm does does as well as a terminologist in identifying skin cancer. So this type of problem. Now let's figure out what can be the label of this type of problem. So it is related to skin cancer. So we can say the label can be the type of the cancer or not. Like if the person has cancer or not by looking at the skin. What can be the features? Features can be asymmetric, irregular borders, like if the skin have patches or not, if the skin is red or not, like that. That are called as the features. Okay, so what can be the example? Example can be the image of a skin, like we have here. So we have examples. We give this image to machine learning model. It figure out and the features, like it can generate the features from here. Like okay, this skin has spots, this skin is red or not, like this can be the example. Now if we want to give the labeled example, what can we give? We can give this image, and we can also pass what this image corresponds to. Like if I have given this image. I have also said that this is the biopsy confirmed image of cancer. So that can be a labeled example. What can be an unlabeled example? Again, unlabeled example can be this picture only. So what I want to do is I want to give this picture to the machine learning model and let it figure out what cancer does it pictures belongs to. And what can be the output? Output can be the cancer, the prediction of the cancer, like if that person has a cancer or not, according to the picture that is input we have provided or not. Now, some more examples. In this example, we have image recognition in smart camera tasks. Like in the first session, I've done it. You can check it out on YouTube also. What can be the label in this task? A label can be one category from a list of possible categories, like if it is a bottle or not, it is a shampoo or not. This can be a label, and it can be a fairly big list. Like it literally contain a million or 2 million lines. It can be anything. It can be a clock. It can be a and it can be a headphone, anything. And what is the feature? The feature is the image itself. Like we have here, we have the round edges or not. This feature contains a bottle or not, and all that. Example. What can be the example? Again, the example is just this picture can be. Okay. Here we have label examples. Like here, what are you doing is you are clicking a photo and submitting it to the Google Crowdsource application. Like here, just you have clicked the photo and it says wine bottle or not, and you are saying it's wine bottle. So you are producing the labeled example. Okay, I have this photo and it is saying it is a wine bottle. So that is the example of labeled example. What can be unlabeled example? Just a random photo of anything. It can be anything, but it doesn't. But we doesn't know what this image corresponds to. And again, what does we want our machine learning model to output? We want to output the image category. Like what does this image belongs to? Here it belongs to the photo of an Android. Another task what we can have is translating a phrase or word in a translate task on the crowdsource application. So what label can we have? We have as a label we can have some text that was translated. For the features, we can have the text to be translated again. What can be the example? Example can be any text. Like if I want to say, "Hi, I am Rupinder." This can also be an example because I want this text, this line that hi, I am Rupinder to be changed into something. So this is an example. What can be labeled example? I am giving my string that hi, I am Rupinder, and also I am passing what this means in another language. Like hi, I am Rupinder. नमस्ते मेरा नाम रुपिंदर है. This can be the example of unlabeled example. What is an unlabeled example? That okay, this is what we generally passed. We just pass the text we want to translate, and it translates. So that is the unlabeled example. And what is the output? Output again is the text that it gives us out of the text that we. So I think it is helpful to think of the ML process as an experiment where we can run test after test to get to a workable model. And trust me, that's the best part about machine learning. You you just have to perform a different types of test. You just have to tune your model. You have to tune your model like here and there so that you can get the mod. You can get what you want to do. So now let's practice some problem on how to proceed framing on machine learning problems, and we'll be discussing some best practices to start building a model, building a machine learning model. And doing this helps you ensure that you start out on the right foot. Like for a problem, we can have what will be traffic be like tomorrow. This can be a problem. For hypothesis, we can have hypothesis means what can be informative or not. So If we want to predict what the traffic will be tomorrow, we can have the weather forecast that can be informative. Like on hot and sunny days, the traffic is less. On cold days, the traffic can be more, and all that. Next is collect the data. So we need to collect the historical data about traffic and weather data and other features so that we can pass it to machine learning model so that it can use the hypothesis and make the prediction. Test hypothesis. Test hypothesis can be a machine learning model using collected data. So, what can be the analyzed result? Is this model better than existing systems or not? How can we reach to conclusion that, okay, how can we reach to a conclusion? I should use this model or not because of some XYZ features. Like I am predicting what the traffic be like, and it is only accurate up to 40% or 50%. So okay, this model is somewhat working, but uh, I need a more stable prediction. Like I need to get the exact detail about what the traffic of tomorrow can be like. And again, how can we make our machine learning model to grow itself? It's using the we again go to the problem, figure out what we need, what we want. We can collect more and more data. We can build a couple of more models. We can analyze those models and compare them side by side. Okay, this model is performing good, and this model is performing bad. So to this problem framing process. So suppose you have a let's say giving business and you are getting ready to hire some people to help you out for the fall. So you want to build an ML model to predict how many leaves will fall from a tree one day so that you can figure out how many people you need to hire to clean. So how should we approach to this problem? In this step, we need to in the first step that is clear the use case. In this step, we need a clear use case that we want what we want to do exactly. The number of leaves that fall on a given day. That's our use case. We want to predict the number of leaves that fall on a given day. So next is know your problem. Again, read it well. The problem is that you need to hire people to help, but still don't know how many people you will hire on a given day. So next, how would you get the data on the leaves falling from the trees? Would you be able to get it from every type of tree in a given area or not? What factors might influence the leaves falling, like if the day is rainy or not, if there is wind or not, etc. And you have to think also that it is even possible to reliably predict what you are hoping to do. Like, is it possible to predict the number of leaves are going to fall? Uh, like, can we build that machine learning model which can accurately predict, okay, this many number of leaves are going to fall today or not? Now, carefully read the point number 5. What decision we have to make? How many persons to hire? Right. So, if we want to make a correct prediction, we can decide we should hire. So, in this way, in these 5 steps, you can frame a machine learning model problem according to the given problem. So, with this, okay, so I think the session was very short and crisp. So that's all for today. By this, our session ends. And Suraj, can you please share this form link so that everyone can fill it? Uh, Also, we are going to have some hands-on session, and you will be following along with me, so that we can actually make our machine learning models on our own.
Yep. Also, you can stop sharing the screen. I will take it. Rupinder, you can stop sharing so that I can see. Yeah. Great. Uh, I hope you all have enjoyed the session, right? So you have few opportunities over there. You can earn a Kaggle certificate for free. That's a course kaggle.com/learn. You can just open over there, and you can explore some courses, and we will be covering few of them to let you know how things work, right? So these are some courses on Kaggle. Everything is self-paced course. All you need to do is just learn, and as you can see, you will be getting that certificate as well from Kaggle for free, right? This one. Apart from this, you will be getting a certificate from Google team as well. That is Explore ML with Crowdsource team, right? And I'm just sharing one thing. So all you need to just do this certification if you are willing to work on this field, AIML, right? Apart from this, yeah, this is the form link, survey link. Fill in this right away to get your certificate from the Google ML team, right? And for now, I'm just pausing it for a few minutes so that you can fill in directly. I'm sharing this on chat as well, right? This link, or I have sorted this link, and that is EMLCC. Yeah, this one. Yeah. You can fill in by hovering over to s.gdsclp.tech/EMLCC, right? Yeah, that one is free on Kaggle. Uh, Saban Malik. That certification is totally up to you how you are doing, because that is self-paced course. We will be covering few of them as Rupinder said. So stay connected. By tomorrow we will be having some session as well, right? So for that, okay, okay, okay. So I can't see previous messages, right? I'm just seeing yours. That's it. Apart from this, I hope you all were contributing on that crowdsource app, and few of them got features as well. If you are aware of, just confirm how many of you are aware of, like, two from LPU got featured on Google Dev Scene handle. Are you aware of that or no? You can check in with this tute post, and one of them is here as well. Yes, one. Yeah. So this is the official tute. You can just show some love over there, right? Because it's your college being featured over there, so it's like that. Yeah. If I share this one, so this was two of them were featured. You can be the one, because see, still one day left, right? So let's see how many of you got for the last week, like that is week 5, I guess. Yeah, for that, right? So I'm moving ahead, and these are some points like for this campaign. Some of them got featured with their contribution. And Google mission is to just organize bulk information and make it universally accessible, right, and useful. Like if you are contributing on Crowdsource app, you are helping millions or billions of users to work around their solution. Like suppose you are contributing on that image level verification, right? So it is helping us in various sectors, right? Suppose on Google Maps, Google Lens, if you are searching, because that is everything is interlinked, right? So that's how you are helping millions and billions of users. I hope you all have used this link and applied the refer invite code to be featured, or using that crowdsourced linking to be on the leaderboard internally for GDSC India globally. Yeah, yeah, that's it for this one. If you have any queries, any question, you can ask it. Else we will be wrapping up the session very soon, and we will be meeting tomorrow and day after tomorrow and onwards, right? As we are continuing with the campaign and uh, upcoming plans as well, right? Those who are just connected for a few days, like We are working around HTML, CSS like that. So we have one opportunity as well. By the June 10, we have to work on a project, and we will be announcing very soon. You can also contribute in any way, right? There, and later on that can be featured on Google Dev Swing handle as well. So let's see how we plan and create that, right? So by June 10th, we will be compiling all those things. Beforehand, you will be getting all those notifications and updates on this as well. So stay connected on social media for that. GDSC LPU, right? And that's it. The campaign will end on 30th, like that will be tomorrow, but the session will be continued so on, right? And let's make this happen. Yeah, I hope no question is there. Uh, so I'm just wrapping up the session for now. Yeah, any queries you can just, yeah. Details of the project will be shared as we have not compiled, as some sessions are left, right? If you see, we have covered HTML, CSS, but we have not covered some topics like JS, Angular, Firebase, right? So that's all we will be covering, as we are delayed with the certain things come up uh, in our life. So that's how it will be covered in the upcoming days. So after that, we will be working on that project. Yeah, all we will be covering all the topics as mentioned before, right? So we are covering from the basics, all the things. We have the limitation of time, but in that time we are utilizing all those resources here. We are giving our best to deliver that, right? So that's how we are expecting from you that you are learning something best of out of it, right? You all are enjoying for that, like, as, and that's how everything is going on. And stay connected. Some surprises are coming up very soon. So that's it for that. As we are covering these sessions, there might be some special surprises, right? So let's see if that works in upcoming days. So that's how we expect that you should stay connected and uh, keep joining the sessions, keep learning, keep exploring, right? So that you can explore in various fields, not on any one sector, right? Various opportunities are there, so just utilize the time and keep hustling and keep contributing. Yeah, and that's it for the day. I guess everyone has filled the form that is on my cam as well. That QR code, that form link that I have shared. That is something h.gdsclp.tech/emlcc in caps lock. Yeah. Make sure you fill that form to be able to get certificate from Google EML team. And I will be sharing all the resources after the campaign in via your email. You will be getting all those things over there. In case if you have missed anything, all the session recording is on YouTube, GDSC or you can visit this portal as well. It's been updated over there as well. If you refresh the link, that is something like all session has separate link, like, so h.gdsclp.tech/ like suppose for this session that is ml-i. So if you refresh that, you will get that video as well. So it's like that. And that's all for the day, I guess. And we are wrapping the session. Bye bye everyone. Thank you for joining. And that's it for the day. Yeah. Today's session was little, you can say, small and crisp, right? Else it will be go around something around 1.5 hours as we are planning. So that's it. So that's it for the day. Bye bye. All the active members. Some sort outs. will be given as you are actively showing or participating in the event, right? How many of you are like while registering keep yourself as featured attendee so that I can feature you on the portal as well? If not, from the next time you can register yourself for that as well, so that you will be featured on the portal as well. Yeah. Okay. I'm ending the session now. Bye bye.